Good morning, dear students. So, today we will do reading Landscape of the Soul, chapter number 4 from the book Hornbill, written by Nathalie Trowbridge. As I told you yesterday, the complete chapter is based on painting and how to approach a painting internally and externally, both. It is being written in this one with some kind of Chinese stories. And in this chapter, we will also have a point where Chinese and European painting they are being differentiated. Okay, now let's start with the first story. First Chinese story. A wonderful old tale is told about the painter Wu Daozi. This is wonderful tale, old tale story about a painter Wu Daozi who lived in the 8th century. The story belongs to 8th century. His last painting was a landscape commissioned by the Tang Emperor Zhuangzong. So his last painting, the very last painting of his life, was commissioned, was governed by the Tang Emperor Zhuangzong to decorate a palace wall. Okay, so this Emperor Zhuangzong wanted to decorate his palace wall with the great painting of Wu Daozi. The master had hidden his work behind a screen. Master means Wu Daozi had hidden his painting behind a screen. So only the emperor would see it. Okay, only the emperor would see it. For a long while, the emperor admired the wonderful scene. After observation, the Tang Emperor Xuanzong admired the wonderful picture or painting crafted by Wu Daoji, and in this picture, what were the scenes? Like discovering forests, okay, natural thing, high mountains, natural things, waterfalls, natural thing, cloud floating in an immense sky, clouds, natural things, men on hilly path means natural thing, birds in flight and flying of birds, natural objects or thing. So this painting was comprised with all kind of natural beauty like birds, waterfall, clouds, forest, mountain and hills. Okay, so look, sir, said the painter. Wu Daoji said to the emperor, look, sir, in this cave, in the picture there was a cave, like in hilly area, at the foot of the mountain. This was a hilly mountain, high mountain. Okay, so at the foot of the mountain there was a cave. In the painting dwells a spirit, and in this cave there was living a soul. Spirit means soul. The painter clapped his hands. The painter clapped, and the entrance of the cave opened. And after clapping in the painting, the gate of the cave opened. The inside is splendid. It means inside the cave. Dear children, mind one thing. The picture was on the wall and the painting was on the wall, and in the painting all the things were natural, and in this painting there was a cave, and when the painter Wu Daoji clapped, the cave opened, and the inside is splendid, and inside the cave the scene was so nice, the scenery was so nice beyond anything words can convey, that cannot be described in words. Please let me show your majesty the way. The painter said, Sir, please let me show the way. The way means the way that goes into the cave. The painter entered the cave, and the painter Wu Daoji himself entered the cave, but the entrance closed behind him. As the painter entered the cave, automatically or suddenly the gate was closed behind him. And before the astonished emperor, now the emperor was observing each and everything, and he was astonished, means surprised to see all these things. Could move or utter a word. He did not speak, sorry, he could not speak, or he could not utter a word. The painting had vanished from the wall. Dear children, now see the magic. After entering into the cave, the gate closed off automatically, and after that, the painting painted by Wu Daoji was totally vanished from the wall. Not a trace of Wu Daoji brush was left. Not a single point of painting of Wu Daoji was remaining on the wall. Okay, not only the painter went away, but also the painting itself. And the artist was never seen again in this world. And who was the artist? Wu Daoji. And after that, Wu Daoji was never seen again in the world, and nobody knew where did he go. That was a question. And this is what one story concludes over there, my dear children, and it tells us landscape of the soul. Means in this painting drafted by Wu Daoji, he himself told to the Tang Emperor that there lives a spirit. Okay, there dwells a spirit, and he himself disappeared with this painting. This is one short story in which we come to know that we need to be very keen to understand the depth of a Chinese painting. Got it? Now, next. Such stories played an important part in China's classical education. These type of stories, they play an important role in Chinese education system. The book of Confucius and Zhuangzi are full of them, written by, such books written by Confucius and Zhuangzi are full of these story, like this story. They helped the master to guide his disciple in the right direction. Means such books or such stories, they help the learner, they help the masters or teachers to guide their students in the right direction. Beyond the anecdote means interesting story. Beyond all these kind of interesting stories, they are deeply revealing of the spirit in, revealing means to show off, revealing which art was considered. Okay, then contrast this story, an opposite to this Chinese story, or another famous one about a painter who would not draw the eye of a dragon he had painted for fear it would fly out of the painting, with an old story from my native Flanders that I find most representative of Western painting. Now, dear students, in these four lines, another story is being told. Contrary to this story, the story which we read right now about Wu Daoji, opposite to the story, there was a famous painter who drew a dragon. Okay, but he did not draw the eye of the dragon knowingly. The reason being that it would fly out of the painting. The painter who drafted the dragon on the cardboard knowingly did not draw the eye of the dragon because he had fear that this dragon would fly out of the painting. Just see, is it possible to happen in this world? No. All these kind of stories, but the main focus of the writer is to tell us that you should have a feeling to touch, to feel, or to notice the depth of a painter. Okay, then with an old story from my native Flanders that I find most representative of Western painting. The previous story was Chinese, and this story of a dragon was Western story. Now, in 15th century Antwerp, a master blacksmith. Now the next story called Quentin Metze. His name was Quentin Metze. Fell in love with a painter's daughter. A master blacksmith fell in love with a painter's daughter. The father, means the painter, would not accept a son-in-law in such a profession. Means the father, the painter, was not agreed to accept a son-in-law who would be a blacksmith. Okay, so Quentin sneaked into the painter's studio and painted a fly on his latest panel. Okay, so one day he got into in his drawing room and painted something, means a fly on his panel means the cardboard where he used to draw pictures with such delicate realism, and in this fly he drafted full of life. Delicate realism means full of life, that the master tried to swat it away from before he realized what had happened. Quentin was immediately admitted as an apprentice into his studio. After observing the fly, the father of the daughter, means the painter, himself admitted that master blacksmith to become his apprentice or to become his assistant. He married his beloved. Master blacksmith married his beloved, means the daughter of painter, and went on to become one of the most famous painter of his age, and later on he became the very famous painter of his age. These two stories, like the previous Western stories and this story, illustrate what each form of art is trying to achieve. That in these two stories we come to know that every type of art gives us something to achieve, a perfect illusionistic likeness. Illusionistic means false ideas in Europe, the essence of inner life and spirit in Asia. So in these two stories, what did we learn? Essence, summary. Summary of inner life means how can we uh, feel the internal source of painting, and spirit in Asia, like the dragon, like Wudaoji, okay, like the fly. So in these two stories, we come to know two things: essence of inner life and spirit in Asia. Okay, so these short stories, three short stories. First short story we read today about Wu Daoji. Second story we read about a painter about the dragon and his eyes, and third one, a short love story of a master blacksmith and a painter's daughter. So all these three stories, they tell us how should we observe, how should we be, how should we assess a painting. Okay, it just depend on two aspects. One is internal and second is external. Okay, so till today we read here, over there. The next part we will read in next video. Till then, take care. Thank you.